Hey yo, what's up? You know who it is. It's the one and the only, the triple, the G.O.D. And of course, I'd like to welcome you guys back to another installment of Triple the Guy Speaks On. Yo, this right here is a public service announcement from the one and the only to you. If you haven't, downloaded the latest build of Hyper Dragon Ball Z, you should do that shit like right fucking now. Stop this video, go into the description, download the video, watch the trailer. I'm gonna have it all because my God, I just got off the lab. Oh man, I got tingle bumps. There's just something special, and it always has been, about this project that is Hyper Dragon Ball Z since those folks first put it out. And it's like, the more and more that I play these builds and these updated characters, and the more and more I feel this game coming together. And it was today, for the first time, for real, playing Hyper Dragon Ball Z, where I felt like, yo, cause I could see the vision before, but yo, I can see it now. My mind's eye is working, cause man, I've been in the lab for 4 or 5 hours. I finally got a chance to sit down and get in the lab with each one of the characters, man, and to try to just sit up here and chart changes and see what's been good since the Majin build. What's up with Piccolo? And I'm just yo, like I said, I just got goosebumps. It is just something. It's maybe it's me. You know what it is? Because I see what Hyper DBZ is going for. It's that feel like a real arcade game that would have came out in the 90s, and you can feel it in all of its insides and outsides, and everything it do, from the presentation to the music. Everything is on point. And I'm if you have not played it, or you'd have missed a couple of beats since the last time you played Hyper DBZ, let this just be a reminder to you to just go out and get it. I'm gonna take care of you. I'm gonna have everything in the description, whatever it is you need. I need y'all to get on this, because the thing is that when I finally got a chance to sit down with my main, with Super Saiyan Goku, it's I got a little surprise though. Goku got a change in his teleport command, which is now quarter circle back in any button. 2 years ago, over 2 years ago, when the Evo build had dropped, I had suggested to the creators, because at the time his teleport command was down in 2 buttons, and what I suggested is that you should make the command different, because I suggested back, down, back, and any punch button, because that's a teleport command that characters have, like Bison and Dawson, and even Goku did in Hyper Dimension. And I'm you could even get even freakier with it by having it silent, by where having each button corresponds to where Goku will end up on screen. And when I found out that was a new command, I'm yo, my mind was blown, because it was yo, I just suggested this on Zoom Zooms and Wham Whams, and it's I suggested it, and and things like that, and you make suggestions and you do that, but to see something that you suggested be in something that you enjoy deeply, yo, that touched me in a way that's that I haven't been touched like that in a very long time. The last time that happened was when I wrote a review for Bobo's Big Adventure and suggested that there should be a button that should take you back to the character select to the stage select screen, and then they put it in the next update, and I was holy shit, words do have power. So it's that was just something amazing to have to see something that you suggested to make easier for your character, for you to control and function your character. But it's the thing is that given where this build is compared to where the Majin build was, it's that characters feel and flow better. It's if you go back and play the Majin build and then go play the Chen build, it's you playing 2 separate video games. But that's what it should be. That is how you chart growth. That is how you chart amazingness. Awesome. And I'm just this is the Dragon Ball Z game that we deserved when we was coming up. This was the game that we deserved. And it's the game that we got, most people didn't play it. and that game is Dragon Ball Z2 Super Battle, and that game got some shit in it. And one of these days, we are actually going to go through that game, because there are things. There are things in that game that are like super amazing. And I will have to say, just on subject, when it comes to Hyper DBZ, it's amazing to see all of the callbacks to Super Butoden and Hyper Dimension and the games like that, to just show like all its growth. I have not yet seen anything from the Dragon Ball Z fighting arcade games. Have not seen anything yet. And I'm hoping, given who's coming, and as of course Super Wifey, aka Bae, y'all know her as Android 18, that if they give her that fireball from 2 Super Battle, I'm like, oh god, I'm gonna die. I'm like, if y'all listening, I'm like, I know the character like done, but it's like if y'all give her that, because I'm like, to describe that fireball in that game, it's like 18 can like throw the fireball and like different things happen to it depending on if you're flying or if you're on the ground, and the fireball changes trajectories and directions, and you can do weird ass crossup with it. It's nuts. I'm just gonna have to show you. It's just a thing that when I get the new setup, we just gonna have to sit down, play some Dragon Ball Z 2 Super Battle, and just show you how dumb Android 18 is in that game. And speaking of Android 18, when you take a look at the trailer, she is one of the new characters that Balthazar and the crew have been working on. And I'm like, it's Bae. So I'm like, I don't know how much more time with Goku that I have, because once 18 come out, I ain't playing as no other character. I can't. I can't. It can't happen. It just won't happen. It's like, I'm like, and with all these characters, it's like, it's so many characters that I just don't know. I don't. And it's like, it surprised me every time I hear something new about this project. And it's like, I'm just glad that that you got some companies that could be some straight assholes about this. And I'm glad nobody, we've had our previous history. You got AM2R, and you got Pokemon. You had that Pokemon game that recently came out, and that Metal Gear game. We can go on and on. There's a whole video about that. But I'm just glad that no one is being a complete fucking douche nozzle about this game existing, because this is more amazing than most actual projects that have came out in this series over its history. But all that is, and all it shows, is that the love and care that has been given to this game, and it's like, I just want more of this, and I want more of it right now. I'm probably gonna get back in the lab. I'm probably gonna actually, man, I might actually try to do something, because it has been a long while since I've actually did a Mugen video. And yeah, when I was coming up trying to figure out what it was that I wanted to do, with ultimately into educating every single one of you motherfuckers in these streets, was I was experimenting with everything, and I made a couple Mugen videos. I don't know where my head was at that time. All I wanted to do was play around in Windows Movie Maker and record on Fraps and just put stuff together, because that's how you learn. And it's like over time, and it's like, just to take 2 seconds to kill, I'm like, unlike other people, it's not hard for me to go watch my old shit. It's not hard to. It's not hard to not only because I make this stuff for me so that I can go back and look at it, but then I have a template to look at to see what I did right, what I did wrong, what I can improve on, and how I can make a better product. Why do you think it's a whole bunch of Triple the Guy Speaks On videos now? Because I understood that was the way of the world, and it was the best way for me to communicate my thoughts to the people who want to hear them. That's the growth, ladies and gentlemen, and that's what this whole video has been about. It's like I said, if you go try, I'm like, you can't even go back to the Majin build no more. That's not even a thing you can do. If that this version is so much better, you can delete all this shit off your hard drive unless you like me, who keeps that stuff for like prosperity's sake. You know what I'm saying? Because honestly, and I'm gonna tell you this, just to make sure I wasn't crazy, I actually went back for like 3 or 4 minutes and went and played the Majin build and tried to play as Goku, and it was just like, it just felt wrong. It just felt like I shouldn't be doing this. It's like, if you think about that scene in Men in Black where the Majin build is the old busted. And the champ builder's a new hotness. There you go. See, Men in Black references for that ass. When am I getting that on DVD? This is like the third video in my history where I've asked when are we getting Men in Black, the cartoon, on DVD. So, like I said, this is what I'm going to do for you. In the description, there will be a link to the trailer. There will be links to where you can download the video games, link to where you can get it. All of these wonderful people who have created it. Man, really quick shout outs, dog, to my boy Wissy Whipper Wonderful. Like, it's holy shit. I'm like, that man is a talented genius. Cooking up this alien work from my childhood with them CPS2 instruments. I'm like, this soundtrack is amazing, and it's like all the stuff he's been dropping for it. It's just like, it's been mind blowing. But it's another thing entirely to hear his music combined with everything that the Z2 team have done to make a pretty well balanced experience for anybody who wants to play it. So thank all of you. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, I'm willing to sit up here and talk about my experience and give y'all this time because y'all earned it. I'm like, I was always a believer in this project because I love to see those who love something put their hearts into something, and it's hearts and souls in this project. Yeah, it's a Mugen game, but there have been some amazing Mugen games. You can go search those for yourself. The King of Fighters Wayne, that instantly pops to mind. But one of these days, man, I'm going to have to get back into Mugen for real, because lately, just before we get out of here, something that I've been thinking about, that I haven't done any research on it, so if anybody want to get in the comments and holler at me, and if this exists, is that lately, because I've been, every now and then, for people that, that been knowing me, it's like every now and then, like, when it gets springtime or whatever, I bring old consoles out the closet just to make sure that they still work, that if I need to record something on them, that they work. A couple of weeks ago, I played X-Men vs. Street Fighter, and the only character I actually care about in that game is Rogue. The only character, because, again, I will say this lot, Rogue in X-Men vs. Street Fighter is one of the most interesting fighting game characters I have ever come across. Just because of Kiss and Power Skill. Of the things you can do in that game. There have been other characters, you know what I'm saying? You got RoboCop Mark II, you know what I'm saying? You got characters like that who give you these options of what it is you can do. But I do wonder, is there a Mugen character that allows you at will to use any of the stolen moves in X-Men vs. Street Fighter and combine that into a Rogue character? Now, I've seen a couple of Rogues and they real decent, including this naked one that does Felicia moves, but that was like in 2007, and I don't remember much about the other when she threw a fireball, like her hair, like her body, like I can't even describe what happened. She used to go, my turn, and throw a fireball in it, but like and her sprite would get weird, but that's another conversation entirely. But if that is a Mugen character that exists, somebody send me the damn link. I'm still trying to find my Dennis Frogman in Bison, doc. Real shit. I think I got it on a disc somewhere where somebody had made a Juggernaut bitch sound pack for Juggernaut, and somebody had this fucking weird ass fucking in Bison that had Dennis Frogman shit on it, man. Shout out to all my goons my way. What's really hood? Like, I need to find my Mugen disc, because I had like 3 or 4 DVDs just full of fucking characters before my hard drive died. And that was a sad day. I'm like, that was just a sad day. Cause I had like a whole bunch. I had like a really good like the first Naruto and Sasuke somebody made. It was like mad fucking broken. That character is actually on a video on this channel somewhere. See if you can find it. They had the Peter Griffin joint, Homer Simpson like Iori and shit, nigga. Like, yo, this shit's nuts. Man, I miss Mugen, dog. But it's like the thing is that I just sit back and watch Mugen and don't look at the community and see how far we've come. Rest in peace, Ruben Key all day, you know what I'm saying? Yo, gotta get them evil Ken and Ryu's in, you know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Dragon Blast, baby, what's up? But yeah, man, I'm like, all you gotta do sometimes, man, is give an artist a canvas and they will create. And HyperDBZ is a wonderful example of that. So, I've done enough talking about the subject. Go play this shit. Alright, just go. I'm gonna hook you up with everything you need. Everything you need. Every single thing your ass will need to play this game will be in the comments. A link to the trailer so you can see what's up and coming for future builds for this game, the download links for this game, and any other information you might need. And if you have any questions, I'll be glad to answer them. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. Turn this into a video, man. Got some work coming, so be expecting that, sooner than you think. So with that being said, I'm, of course, the one and the only, the triple, the G.O.D. I'd like to thank you for joining me for another installment of Triple the Guy Speaks On. And with that, see you next time!